Yo, what's going on, guys? It's your boy Kimbo here, and it's time for an epic discussion video. I'm going to do a couple of these. Yeah, I figured doing a part 2 to what I said before with like Beyblade X. So I will be splitting this up into 2 parts. So with this, I'm going to discuss things I want to see in 2025 with Beyblade X. In particular, with this video on the Takara Tomy side, hoping to make it around like 10 minutes and such. That's what I'm guessing. Who knows? Might be less, might be longer, but yeah, not doing speed run, having like time to actually sit and process everything. So yeah. That being said, 2023, of course, that is when Beyblade X started in Japan under Takara Tomy. Yeah, July of 2023. Been going strong for about, at this point, crazy to say, a year and a half. So thus far, it's been really, really sick with Beyblade X. Love the balance. Love how they're doing things with the realism, with the show, a lot of different stuff with it. And yeah, so with this TT video, I'll also mention things with the show, because we're going to see the same show under Hasbro and such, like how it's going through the States now, being English dubbed and everything. So yeah, but first things first, yeah, everything under TT has been really, really awesome. So now talking about my hopes for 2025. So at the time of filming this, there are a few episodes I need to get caught up with. If you don't want to be spoiled on the show, then you'll want to click away or fast forward, a few minutes. All right, so you've been warned, spoilers and such with the show. But yeah, so when it comes down to the show, many things that I love about it. So the system that they have with bladers climbing up the X, starting as basically amateurs, having the amateur rank, and then going and getting noticed, and then getting turned into pro status, and then getting to pro status, having a sponsor, which I think that's such a cool concept, because it's kind of like how it is in real life, like becoming kind of a pro or getting to the point where you get noticed, like say, like a company like, like the Portal Zero or Mall of Toys or Bays and Bricks, etc., getting like a discount code, even like getting to that level is freaking amazing, and congratulations to anybody who has gotten to that level. Honored to say, like, for me, myself, if you guys don't know, if you get through, Mall of Toys, I have a discount code. So it's Kimbo, K1MBO, like how my channel name is. If that one doesn't work, it's K1MB0. One of the two will work. But it'll give you a nice discount off your first order if you haven't used it. So it's one of those cases, when you use a code, you can't use it again. But if you haven't used my code for Mall of Toys and you plan on getting new releases, like say the upcoming Ghost Circle or Impact Drake or Drasil, the remake, you want a nice little discount, go to Mall of Toys, use my promo code, and they'll give you a nice little discount on things for sure. So yeah, and also same thing with the Portal Zero. So if you go over to the Portal Zero site, interested in getting anything, use my discount code. Should be same thing, Kimbo, K1MBO. And if that doesn't work, K1MB0. Like how my channel name is, K1MBO. And it should give you a discount there if you get from, the Portal Zero. So yeah, it's just crazy being at the stage saying that I have a discount code for such, and even all the help and everything the Portal Zero has done for me, man, it's insane. It's mind blowing. Absolutely, like, boggles my mind, dude. Like, they sent me a custom case, like a custom deck case, a custom case for like bays and everything. So 2025, I plan on going to events, that's for sure. But getting a little sidetracked from the video, talking about things that I love with the show. NTT, Beyblade, and things I want to see in general. Of course, talking about the things I enjoy first, but the realism that they have with it, amateur rank, then going to pro, then pro status, getting a sponsorship, and then having the sponsor, like, going, doing the rep and everything for the Bladers of the team, and then all the different battles they've had, like, different team battles going on with, like, teams from, like, say, the 88th floor versus, like, Persona, who's climbing up. The way that they've done that, the realism with it, so you have a chance of like upping your rank with each of the wins and everything, kind of like how it is with actual events, like WBO rank tournaments and everything, wins and losses and everything helping you go up the rank. And of course, with certain tournaments, being able to win, possibly get a prize and everything, it's so sick, man. I love the realism that they have with Beyblade X. You know, I love also how they have like big time representation with it. So many female bladers with it. You know what I mean? I think it's so sick how they have like Uni, how they have Multi, how they have Chopin, or what Chien Strong, whatever her name is under the English dub. But then you got like Karua, you got Tenka, you got so many different bladers, like female bladers that are a part of this that have their own unique bays. It's something I really wanted to see during Burst because we only had two, that being literally Quadra and Pre and Ilya, and TT and Hasbro didn't do either of their bays big time justice. That's why I even had my BU Plus series mod in the bays showing them at TT level, because they're literally the only two female bladers in all of Burst that have their own unique bays, which is crazy. But the fact that they're having more female bladers and such, female representation with this gen is freaking awesome. Also, like bladers like Cho, like, you know, being way younger and such, obviously going to the younger demographic, but having older bladers as well, like Carlo Maruko, for example, also Ishiyama, you know, Takumi Ishiyama, the way they had like him being an older blader, but especially in the case of like Quinn, Manju Quinn, you know, her being a legend, literally a legendary blader, but being like probably I'd say the eldest blader thus far in the series, but even appealing to like older bladers and such. This shows it's like not only just you think Beyblade being for like younger folk or anything, you know, for kids or such, but being for literally all age groups. And that's one thing we needed for this, because this game is freaking awesome. And you know, you have older fans and such. It goes to like all the different demographics, like anybody who's younger that's getting into it, anybody who might be like in their teens or like, you know, 19, 20, or even older bladers, you know what I mean? Those that are like, I mean, hell, I'm 29, I'll be 30 next year. So yeah, you know, going with people that are in the older demographic as well, I think is really freaking sick. And the way they built this up has been dope. So things I want to see with the series going forward, establishing everything I enjoy with it, which obviously talking about things I enjoy and hopes for it going with this. So definitely want to see them establish a big time antagonist. I love how they did Chrome, you know, like building him up and everything. You see like the dark aura or power with him when he made Cobalt Dragoon when he faced off against Common X. You know, the way they built that up. But it was like he was going down that road. He went from like protagonist, like man to beat protagonist level, and turning into like kind of the antagonist of the first season. And especially breaking the Drans at the end. Like that's wild, man, or cracking them. Pretty freaking crazy stuff. So that was a cool turn though, but seeing it go from like protagonist level to like man to beat protagonist to man to beat kind of like in between, and then antagonist, and he slowly went down that road, seeing a full-fledged antagonist, whether it is Chrome. He comes back with Impact Drake. His eyes are freaking black, so this man looks like he's about to be on his Phi shit. So he might go around like going on rampages and such. Who knows? Impact Drake, the recoil of it, oh man, it's coming. You know he's gonna be coming back into the show soon. So looking forward to it. It's gonna be crazy for sure, but definitely a big time established antagonist, like that you just want to see go down. You know what I mean? Like how we had like Phi or Lame. Louis was that man to beat, and that's kind of like Chrome, how he was with the first season. You know, like how Louis was with the first season of Burst. But like I'm talking like your Red Eye Shoe type thing. I'm talking like your Phi. I'm talking like your Arthur or Gwen. You know, I'm talking like your Lane or your Rashad or your Pax, if you will, you know, or, you know, I don't know if we'll get like full Rago end of the world type stuff, at least yet, maybe at some point, like you talk about like a season 3, season 4 of Burst, or season 4 of Beyblade X, like at that point, being on that crazy level, not quite there yet. We gotta like build up to that level, you know, we gotta have so much storytelling and stuff before we get to that point, but, yeah, that type of thing. So, definitely a big time established antagonist. Want to see that for sure. Them continuing to put in gimmicks, so like more gimmicks, like how they're doing, you know, with how they have with Samurai Saber, the gimmick with it, you know, with the blades, or Night Mail, the way they have the gimmick with it. I enjoy how they're putting in these gimmicks, or like Silver Wolf. Yeah, continuing with the gimmicks and big time thing. No bays being over like 40 grams, keeping it around that realm of like 40 grams max. You know what I mean? For like the weight of bays. That way we're not having a crazy power creep when it comes to the weight of the bays. Because right now it's really balanced very well. Even the lighter bays, they circle around quicker. And the way the system is, like that gear ridge helps the lighter bays so they can circle around and get major hits in. So you have bays like, example, Shinobi Shadow or, Knife Shinobi, Rhino Horn, etc., that are lighter. Bear Scratch or Savage Bear that are lighter, but get the right wind up with them and get the right hit in, they can still do some damage because how the X system is. And that is the beauty of this game. Even the lighter bays still have a chance. Is it tougher to use them? Yeah, obviously more skill with it because it's like a lighter bay. Not as much stamina because being lighter, but like you launch hard and you get the right hits in, they could still be used. You know what I mean? Not just going for the things that are seen as meta. For example, like Wizard Rod or Phoenix Wing, which you see a lot of people making combos and stuff with, or Cobalt Drake or Cobalt Dragoon, like the heavier bays. You know what I mean? Even using some of the bays that are a bit lighter, you can still use them. Obviously, like it's skill involved with it, but that's the beauty of the game, having some skill to be able to utilize stuff. And this being a gen where things are so balanced out, it's awesome. There aren't really even bad parts. Like even a tip like Q, like Quake, you can use. Like obviously it's like a glass cannon, but you could still like circle around and get a major wind up with it. You just got to know how to use it. It's like how Rubber Excel and Quake are. People saying like they're garbage when they're not garbage. Like you full power launch those things and you pull out your inner Xander Jacadera, if you will, or Jaka, and you get the attacks in that you need, getting the burst or a major hit. There you go, man. Just the balance of this game. Maintaining that balance going forward, it's freaking sick. Yeah. One thing I'd love to see with the show too is also if they did like how there's the X Tower. Imagine they did some like Tears of the Kingdom type stuff. Like this is my inner Zelda fan coming out. So imagine if like, we got the tower that's on the surface. Imagine like in a future season we see a tower that's like up in the sky or something like that in the clouds. There's another X Tower or such. That would be pretty cool. Or if there was one that like went underground too. Because like how we had the underworld in Beyblade Burst. It would be cool if they had like a little civilization that went underground, like you talk about thousands of years ago, a group going underground or something, and they make an X Tower that goes underground too, but it being like unsanctioned battles or such. I know it's a little bit of like unsanctioned style with the Shiraboshi style. Like I said, I still gotta watch more of the show, but all they've done, it's really sick. It would just be cool if they did something like that. Having like a tower up in the sky, and then they have a tower like down, underground or something, including, also having the one on the surface. That would be pretty cool. You know what I mean? But yeah, will it happen? Probably not. That's just my fantasy brain going wild and stuff with things. But yeah. Also just more exclusive recolors, like how TT has their own exclusive recolors for things. They brought over some Hasbro bays, even because like Tusk Mammoth will be put in, and they have a black recolor for it. Bite Croc or Croc, I'm not sure what they're gonna call it, but the TT Bite Croc has a green recolor, switch up of parts and everything. So making it where like they can even get these bays, which is freaking sick. That they like there's so much interest in the Hasbro bays, like Bite Croc, Yell Kong, etc., that they're doing recolors for them. I can imagine them doing like a recolor for Yell Kong. They're doing at least one release for all these Hasbro exclusives, which that's pretty dope. So I'm guessing probably Yell Kong we'll see at some point. I think that's we got to see Roar Tyranno. Yeah, they'd have to do Roar Tyranno and Bite Croc. No, Roar Tyranno and Yell Kong, I mean. Bite Croc obviously on the horizon. But the way they're doing this, I won't be surprised if they have like a recolor for Yell Kong and a recolor for Roar Tyranno in the future. But yeah, some more exclusive recolors. Like how they've been doing like custom bays and everything, like the Navy, Phoenix Wing, etc. is sick. Some more of those. But yeah. I'd say also playing around with some different designs for stadiums. Imagine if there's a stadium that like the Gear Ridge, they made like the attack stadium, the super attack stadium, the unicorn stadium or unicorno stadium during Metal Fight Beyblade. where there's a gear ridge. Imagine a stadium with a gear ridge, not only on the top part, but like the other side as well. And then each side has like an extreme finish pocket with it. So imagine they double the X ridge. So like on each side, there's a point that goes in, and the base can like and get hits right there. Could you imagine that? Two bays getting a start up and then going in and clashing like that? Or if they made even four of them, or like just even like in general two. Like one on each side, like how the standard stadium has one. If they made one on each side, that would be freaking nuts. But yeah. Also diversity in stadiums. So like how we got the wide stadium, how we got like the double extreme stadium, and the regular stadium. You know, some more diversity when it comes to stadium designs. We got 3 different, big time different ones now at the time of like making this video, you know, at least on TT's side. So seeing more of them would be really, really freaking sick. But yeah. This is basically everything. Like more B4 limited bays, like how they have the Giants Drawn Dagger and the Keel Shark and everything. But, you know, I mean, there's also Dragoon and other bays that they're putting out, you know, continuing to do that. Some epic recolors and such. Yeah. And like I mentioned in my first video with this, it would be cool if they did left rotation for like defense, stamina, balance type bays, but it's also tricky because you don't want to have anything that's too crazy because like that's how you get stamina and LAD. They have it really balanced right now with Cobalt Dragoon, Lightning El Drago, and I'm sure they're gonna have it balanced with Dragoon S. But yeah, if they do put in like left rotation defensive or stamina bays, making sure there's balance for them, because like it's a touchy thing with that because it could be tricky. You know, that's how you have stamina, LAD, spin steel battles, and that's what burst literally became at the end. And don't want to have things like be like that wild to where attacks shut down. You know what I mean? The balance of things is what makes Beyblade X special. So eventually, would it be cool to see like left rotation for defense, stamina, balance? Yeah, but they got to do it the right way and have the right balance with it. Like how they have Elevate. You know, even though Dragoon Elevate combos are a thing, they made it where the Elevate bit bursts big time easily. So you hit it hard enough, being able to burst that thing. You know, and it not being crazy OP, because it does have some stamina and LAD with it, but they balanced it by making the Elevate bit very, very easy to burst. So, yeah, maintaining that balance with things. Yeah, so I guess that's basically everything. That'll be totally it. I won't make another video, at least for a long while, maybe in like next summer, on things I want to see with Beyblade X going forward, because we still got a lot of stuff like incoming, and we're gonna have a lot happen, obviously, for the better part of the next year or the next half year. So if I do another video like this, it'll probably be sometime next summer. So yeah, I figure just once and for all, getting my thoughts out on things I want to see on the TT side, splitting it up. So there will be a video coming with me talking about things I want to see on the Hasbro side. But yeah, so I guess that is going to do it for this epic discussion video. What are some things you guys want to see on the Takara Tomy side of Beyblade? Let me know in the comments. Yeah, also more collabs, like how they had a collab with the Giants, like how they're having a collab with like the Barcelona set for soccer. That's freaking sick. I want to see some more collabs like that, because it's really cool how they're doing the collabs with this generation. It's awesome, man. And that set, the Barcelona set, coming next month, you know. Well, in Japan, people being able to get it. Some people over here probably paying shipping and stuff to get those bays and stuff, but the full release coming in January, public release. But yeah, anyways, like I said, let me know your thoughts in the comments, all that good stuff. And that's going to do it. Hope y'all enjoyed. If you did, be sure to slice that like button down below. Let me know how I did. If you're new to my channel, definitely be sure to subscribe for some epic content, because I upload daily. And if you haven't already, be sure to ring that bell by my channel name to be notified whenever I upload a video. Also, last couple weeks, crazy to say, last couple weeks with these gloves, I switch them at the end of every year. What color you think I'm going to do? Let me know in the comments. Yeah, I'll give you a hint. It's not a color that I've done before. But till next time, it's your boy Kimbo signing off. See you guys later. Thanks so much for watching. Till then, stay awesome and go shoot. I'm up out of here.